actually in crypto. And I think we all came to the same conclusion that the reason we're in crypto, yes, we love the tech, but it's about the money. And it's about the fact that this is the only industry where someone with $500 could probably 10x or 2x their money 10 times and on the 11th time get to $1 million. And as I mentioned yesterday, if you're starting with $1,000, you could land up with $2 million. With $10,000, you'd land up with $20 million. With $50,000, you could land up with $102 million. And if you started off with $100,000, you could get to $204,800,000. Now, the only place in the world that you can do that is obviously crypto. And if you want to do that in crypto, you've got to make sure that you actually double your money a few times. And the way to double your money a few times is, yes, of course, you're going to build an amazing portfolio, which is exactly what we did yesterday. But if you want to double your money in the cycle, you've got to bet on the biggest narrative of the cycle. And there's no doubt that in this cycle, like it or not, the narrative, the only narrative that could allow you to double your money several times in this cycle is meme coins. And so whether you love or hate meme coins, they've got to be part of your portfolio. Yesterday, what we did was we built the ultimate crypto portfolio. And what you'll remember is that we left 4 or 5 of the spaces blank at the bottom here. And we said that what we'll do is we take a deep dive into meme coins and select the meme coins. So that's what today's about. Today's about finishing the portfolio that will allow us to double our money a few times and actually take that $10,000 or $1,000 and turn it into millions of dollars. But today we're going to dive deep into the world of meme coins. And what I've got for you is I've got an absolute masterclass for you, which is going to show you exactly how to select your own meme coins. You can see I've prepared slides for you. What the hell is this? Who made this of me? I've got a masterclass which is gonna show you exactly why meme coins are running, which meme coins are running, how to select the right meme coins, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put it all together and we're going to complete our ultimate portfolio, which is going to take us from here to Valhalla at the end of the bull market. So with that in mind, we've got a massive show today. I'm very excited about doing this meme coin show. It's dirty, stinky degen, but this is where we're going to end up making money. So love it or hate it, you got to sit through this masterclass because this is where the money is going to be made. Let's go. You know, the irony is that a lot of our regular viewers aren't here today, and the reason why they're not here today is because the thumbnail is all around meme coins. And they're saying, well, I'm not going to watch this because I'm not into meme coins. But guys, remember why we're here. We're here obviously because we like financial freedom and we love the technology and everything that goes with it. I'm with you, I get it. But ultimately, we are here to make money. That's why we're here. And if we want to make money, the thing is, you got to bet on the narratives which are going to help you make money. Now, I'm not saying put all your money into those narratives, but in any portfolio, you want to take a few bets which can 100x your portfolio. Now, you look at Solana, you look at Bitcoin, you look at Ethereum. They're not going to 100x. No chance. I mean, our best bet in this cycle is that Bitcoin does a 5x or a 10x. Ethereum, maybe if we're lucky, doesn't go down. Solana maybe does a 10x as well, right? But you're not going to make the 100x returns, and you're not going to achieve this picture, which I'm now completely committed to getting us to achieve, this double your money until eventually you've got either 1 million, 2 million, 20 million, 100 million, or $200 million. I'm committed to this picture. And the way to get this picture is to take a few bets in your portfolio with a small percentage of your portfolio that's ultimately going to help you get the whole thing up. And the only way to do that in the cycle is to do it in meme coins. So like it or hate it, today is going to be about meme coins. It's a more fundamental approach to meme coins. It's a framework as to how to select the best meme coins. I'm going to show you why meme coins are actually running. You really have to understand meme coins. At the end of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a whole spreadsheet of the best meme coins in the market and which ones you should be adding to your portfolio. And I'm going to give you a portfolio that goes all the way from meme coins in the billions all the way down to meme coins in the tens of thousands. Dirty, stinky meme coins that you can make a whole lot of money. So listen, if this is your type of show, smash a like button. I do see a lot of you, just obliterate the like button. I do see a lot of you in the comments. And in the comments, you guys are all talking about memes, but I see that the memes that you're talking about are probably not the ones that are going to make it. And I'll show you why they're probably not the ones that are going to make it, because this meme coin market is moving really fast. So smash a like button. Quickly, just look at the market just to see where we're at. Quite an interesting 24 hours. So I don't know, yesterday, just as soon as we finished the show, you had a little bit of a spike in Bitcoin. We got to like 64,500. I didn't quite realize why we went up that quickly, but then what I realized was it had something to do with the election odds. All of a sudden, we saw Trump overtake Kamala when it comes to in the election odds. And this is exactly what the chart looked like yesterday. And the reason for that, I think this is the reason, is that Kamala gave a 60-minute interview on CBS, and it was embarrassing. I mean, the only word I can use was the interview was absolutely embarrassing. I'll play you one of the clips here, just so that you can see how embarrassing it was.
Let me tell you what your critics and the columnists say.
Okay.
They say that the reason so many voters don't know you is that you have changed your position on so many things. You were against fracking, now you're for it. You supported looser immigration policies, now you're tightening them up. You were for Medicare for all, now you're not. So many that people don't truly know what you believe or what you stand for, and I know you've heard that.
In the last 4 years, I have been Vice President of the United States, and I have been traveling our country, and I have been listening to folks and seeking what is possible in terms of common ground. I believe in building consensus. We are a diverse people, geographically, regionally, in terms of where we are in our backgrounds. And what the American people do want is that we have leaders who can build consensus, where we can figure out compromise and understand it's not a bad thing, as long as you don't compromise your values, to find common sense solutions.
So some people are saying that my mic is bad. Some people are no, they're saying sound is breaking up, So is my sound? Okay, I'm good. Okay, amazing. Okay, so you had that interview yesterday. You had that interview yesterday with Kamala. I think that moved the election odds, the election odds yesterday, and I think that's why Bitcoin actually went up. Then what happened was we woke up in the morning and we saw that the price of Bitcoin actually come down. So why did the price of Bitcoin actually come down? Well, the truth is that what happened was the Chinese market opened again after quite a week-long public holiday, right? And what you can see is as soon as the markets opened, the markets went down, and the markets went down quite a bit. Now, you say quite a bit, not bad relative to where we came from. I mean, you can see that the Chinese market came from over here and went all the way up 39% in like a week, and then it just came down, and now we're only 26%, which is still a hell of a lot for the market. Everyone's saying mic. Your audio is slipping, people are saying. It's not. Oh, it's not the sound. Sound is great. Check your connection. I don't know, maybe it's a YouTube thing. Anyway, so the Chinese market went down. Now, the reason why the Chinese market went down was because the Chinese had big expectations around the stimulus package. Hold on, someone says sound is fine. So the Chinese had big expectations around the stimulus package. And then the Chinese market closed for a week during the public holiday. And now they opened again. But when they opened again, the reality of the Chinese stimulus didn't quite match up to what investors were actually expecting. So now investors didn't get what they wanted from the Chinese government. And the Chinese government did give a lot of things, but they said things like Chinese loans are banned from entering China's stock market. Got to be careful around leverage. They put restrictions around people playing leverage. And essentially what we got a lot of stimulus, but it just wasn't as good as some people expected. And also, to be honest, I mean, guys, when a market goes up 40% in a week, what's going to happen next? You know exactly what's going to happen next. We're going to start coming down. That's what's happening. People are still saying change. Huh? Okay, you're fine. Okay, cool. So that is the what's keeping the markets down. The other thing that I think is keeping the markets down is the fact that Israel still hasn't invaded Iran, and we know that there's an invasion, a retaliation strike, which is someone says sound is cutting badly on phone, but not on laptop. Weird. Yeah. So we do know Israel is about to invade Iran. And so the market is being suppressed by this Israel-Iran invasion, and that's keeping the markets down. You can also see that when you look at the VIX. The VIX is the volatility index, and you can see the volatility index is going slightly up, but but I'm looking at the oil price, and the oil price would be the telltale sign. The oil price for me would be the telltale sign if there was anything to worry about. And it looks like there's not much to worry about when it comes to the oil price, because you can see the oil price is starting to come down. So all in all, I think that's what's keeping the markets down. I think the one thing that we need to look out for is this October move that we were expecting. And I mean, I must just point out that this is the worst October start that we've ever had. Now, either October is cancelled, I don't think it's cancelled, or it's just delayed, and when it gets delayed, we're going to end up having this massive catch-up trades. Either way, as I said, we have been in the longest consolidation period that Bitcoin has ever seen. Funny enough, this is one of the longest Bitcoin consolidation periods that we've ever seen. And at some point, we're going to break out of the consolidation. When we do, your portfolios have to be ready. That's what I said yesterday. That is the only way that you're going to end up making all this money in the bull market, is if your portfolios are absolutely ready for it. And in order to get your portfolios ready, yesterday, we created the ultimate bull market portfolio. We put in Bitcoin, Solana, Sui, NEAR, Arweave, Celestia, Wormhole, Aptos, all of those. But we left 5 spaces for the memes. And the reason why we left 5 spaces open for the memes is we said, look, we need the best memes to help us double up our portfolios. And that's when you're selecting the memes, it's not just a case of just selecting memes. It's a case of making sure that you have 100% the right memes to get into your portfolio. Because the meme play right now is probably the only play in the market that's going to give you the outsized returns. If you take a Solana, and you take a NEAR, and you take a Phantom, and we say we have the best bull market ever, how much of a return can you actually make on those? So let's just go to NEAR, right? And I'm using NEAR as an example. As I said, I am going to add NEAR to my portfolio. But if we use a NEAR protocol, NEAR has a fully diluted valuation of $6 billion. Even if NEAR runs in the cycle and it gets to $100 million, that's only a 14x. And that's not going to make your whole portfolio jump, especially because we think that Bitcoin's only going to do, say, a 5x or a 6x or a 10x or whatever the number is. So how do you make the 100x and the 200x and the 300x? How do you make those kind of returns in your portfolio? And the reality is that there is only one place in the market that you can do that, or maybe two: gaming and meme coins. And so I think that what every portfolio, whether you like it or not, has to have a certain number of meme coins in the portfolio if you want to achieve these kind of doubling your money, etc. I also said to you guys yesterday, if you do want to trade with us around doubling your money, remember we do have the ByBit World Series of Trading competition, which starts in like 2 days. Like, you've literally got until, what's the date today? Today is the 8th. It starts on the 10th. I think you should join our squad. I really think that that this is your best opportunity to like learn how to double your money and trade. So let me just show you quickly. Just quickly go there. Oop. Okay, amazing. Okay, let me click on it. Okay, here we go. So our squad link is over here. So sign up to ByBit with this link and then join the squad. Right now, we are the biggest English-speaking squad in the world. The bigger your squad, the more chance you've got of winning. Starts in 2 days. And remember, the $10 million is basically distributed amongst the squad. And I'm trading, Sheldon's trading, Carl's trading, everyone's trading. So that is the ByBit World Series of Trading competition. I really believe that you should do this. This is one of the things that you can do. Even if you just put $200 in and play with us, start doubling your money. Start getting into the habit of doubling and doubling and doubling. Anyway, speaking of doubling your money, let's go back to the memes. So in terms of memes, I have no doubt that in this cycle, memes are going to overperform. And a lot of people, if you look at the cycle up until now, you'll see that they actually have already started to overperform. As Murad said in a talk that he did at Token 2049, he said, look, out of the 43 tokens that have outperformed Bitcoin in this cycle, 13 of those 43 were actually memes. So that means that if you think about outperforming Bitcoin in that cycle up until now, only 43 tokens in the top 300 outperform Bitcoin, and and of those 43, 13 were actually memes, which shows that like the trend in this cycle is actually for the meme coins. Now, a lot of people say, yeah, but the meme coin run has happened, and it's probably now the end of the meme coin run, or we're going to get another narrative. I want to remind you of something, right? In the previous bull run, the 2021 bull market, there was a massive run of NFTs. And NFTs were this whole promise around building community, building exclusive communities around things that people believed in, and they were around apes and punks and whatever else. Now, when I looked at the stats around the NFT bull run, and I took the total market cap of NFTs, total market cap of NFTs at the peak of the bull run was $301 billion, okay? That means that the total value of all the NFTs combined were $301 billion. If you take the same analysis around meme coins today, the total market cap of meme coins on this market today is $50 or $60 billion. That's where we're at. In fact, it's just over $50 billion. So if we were just to catch up to NFTs, that would mean that meme coins have got to do a 6x from here. But it's not that black and white, because the market's changed a lot. Number one, we have a much bigger market. In fact, I think the total market cap in the last cycle, I think went just over 2 trillion or just under 2 trillion. And like we're already over that or very close to over that in this cycle. We've got a whole lot more people in crypto. And the third thing is, in this market, we have Solana, which we never had in the previous market. In the previous market, anyone that actually wanted to play in these community coins had to use ETH. And the gas fees were prohibitively high. I mean, I remember trying to buy some NFTs, and my transaction fees, my gas fees on the transactions were like, I think $250 or something like that. And so this is a very different market. This is a market that is much more welcoming to people. It's a market that's much easier to use. Also, NFTs were quite difficult to use. They were exclusive. You had to have a minimum to actually buy the NFTs. Meme coins aren't that. You can spend $5 on a meme coin and you can be part of a meme coin community. So I think, in a nutshell, that the meme coin super cycle, or in the meme coin super cycle, memes are going to get to a much higher market cap than NFTs. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if memes themselves doubled or tripled the NFT market cap cycle of the previous cycle. So what would that give us? That would give us a meme coin market cap of 600 billion, 900 billion, or maybe even $1 trillion just on meme coins. Now, bear in mind where we're coming from. We're coming from a $50 billion market cap, and that's where we are today. So there's a lot more upside generally in meme coins. And even if you don't like meme coins, even if you're not a big meme coin fan, I think you should have some meme coin exposure in your portfolio, because I remember when I read this tweet, I remember these people of the last cycle. Someone, James Yanova, said, if you hate meme coins, I'd recommend buying some. Not because they're the best risk return play, but because in the bull market, when they go up, you'll be so angry and it will consume you. And he said, study 2021 NFTs. And he's right. The angriest crowd will be the ones that didn't actually buy the meme coins. And so I think you should have some exposure. And you saw in my portfolio yesterday that I left like 5 spots out of 20 spots for the meme coins. And I said, look, I'm going to be very selective about the meme coins that we actually put in. Guys, smash the like button. I see the likes have slowed down. Also, I think we had sound issues, so a lot of people didn't actually arrive. So, I mean, when you look at this, you also look at the returns of the meme coins in the cycle. Like, look at the average year-to-date return of Bitcoin versus the average year-to-date return of the best meme coins. There's just nowhere else that you're going to actually get these returns. So long story short, you have to be invested in meme coins. And more, I see more people on my timeline that I thought would never, ever touch meme coins. And here they are. Chris Berniski says, meme coins tendency to trigger is all you need to observe. They'll be bigger than we expect in the hard expansion ahead. Raoul Paul, I mean, who would have thought that Raoul Paul would be speaking more about smoking chicken fish than he would be speaking about SUI, where he's actually on the board of the SUI Foundation. I mean, I read this, it's probably facetious, but I'm capitulating, moving 100% of my portfolio into memes. Slowly, everybody's talking about memes. Meme coiners are talking about memes. Sideliners are talking about memes. No coiners are talking about memes. Everybody's talking about memes. And so I think, look, if you're not already in, you probably want to be in. You probably are still early in the meme coin cycle because, again, like I say, we're still at the 50 billion, and last time we got to 300 billion. So I think it's pretty early in the game. Now, The big question is, why meme coins? Why would people be buying meme coins? What is the fundamental reason to be buying meme coins? I think the best summary was, again, from Murad, who spoke at Token 2049. This was how he summarized why why people would be buying meme coins. And I just think it's the best summary that there is.
Meme coins are simpler than tech alts. They're more liquid than NFTs. They're safer than DeFi. They have no inflation, no unlocks. They have no one dumping on you. You have better odds than with sports betting or casinos. You have more volatility, aka excitement. It's a fresher narrative. It gives retail a chance to win. And the community is much more passionate than in any other crypto asset class. And the best crypto products don't require token, and the best crypto tokens don't require product. Meme coins are simpler than tech alts.
So, I mean, let's just go through the reasons one by one. I think we should go through all
sports betting
the
or
reasons,
casino. It's a fresher narrative. It gives retail a chance to win.
So, number one, I mean, for altcoins, before you invest in an altcoin, you want to try and understand the tech. What does the tech do? With memes, it's either a dog with a hat or it's not a dog with a hat. And either you like dog with hat or you don't like dog with hat. Memes are more liquid than NFTs. Remember, buying and selling NFTs was very tough. You were doing it on Ethereum, which was very, very tough. Also, there were minimum entry points on NFTs, where with meme coins, you can get in for literally 1 cent or 2 cents. Safer than DeFi, there's no smart contract risk. There's no inflation. Most meme coins are fully in circulation. No VCs dumping on you. And this is, I think, a big reason why people got into meme coins. They don't want the VCs, the VC unlocks dumping on you. They do offer the excitement, and the truth is we are here because of the excitement. We are here because we like the crypto casino. That's why we are all here in crypto. And meme coins give us that adrenaline rush. They also give us a sense of community, which is amazing. Like when you're part of a meme coin community, we'll talk about that in a sec. Also, I want to just remind you that the reason why we are here is we are here for the speculation. I know we're all here for the tech, but actually we're all here because of number go up. I mean, I tell you, the reason why I'm here is because number go up and every morning I get adrenaline. That's it. That's why, or dopamine. That is why I come to work. That is why I'm here every single day. That is why I'm in crypto. That is why I can't have a normal job, because I know this is the best opportunity of my life. I wake up every morning and I'm playing on the casino and I get that dopamine hit all day, every day, where I could be sitting at a table and being an accountant or a lawyer. No, I couldn't be an accountant because I'm too dumb, but still. So that is why meme coins will work. And as Murad says, they actually just tables at a casino. Memes are just tables at a casino. And the sooner that you accept that this industry is all about speculation, and in an industry of speculation, what you want to be doing is you want to be holding the casino, or you want to be playing at the casino. I mean, in a casino, you don't want to be like doing things that are not casino related. And so if people are in crypto, we're here to trade. And so if we're here to trade, let's just call it what it is. Let's just call this place one big casino. And if you agree that this place is one big casinos, or more fun, like Zweletu says, memes are better than a casino, then at least you know the rules of the game, and so here you play. I want you to just listen to what Murad said on a different interview.
Have you heard of stories of people becoming rich this year? I'm sure you have, right? But statistically, the majority of them, at least for me, I know 3 or 4 people that have done this with Pepe. I know 3 or 4 people that have done this with WIF. And I know 3 or 4 people that have done this with like a couple of smaller meme coins like Giga, Bonk, as well as famous stories,
right?
Popcat, etc. Right? And by and large, on top of that, a lot of like the phantom screenshot, like non-scammy phantom screenshots that you do see that are real, came from memes as well, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Already in 2024, retail, like retail college students, retail taxi drivers, whoever, like their stories of like their cousin or their friend making it, statistically, it's likely to happen from memes, right? Which means that when they come, when like the second wave of retail comes, when the third wave of retail comes, they're going to try to mimic their cousin's behavior and their cousin's sector. And they're going to be like, oh, he made money through WIF? Let me also try to make money with memes. Let me find another meme. Yeah. And so multiply this by 1 million, you get these like structural momentum effects, right? And so I think
it's the same thing that happened with Bitcoin and ETH. I mean, a lot of the reason why all of us got into crypto is because we wanted to make the same amount of money that our friends made on Bitcoin. And so we came into Bitcoin, and what did we do? We immediately went to ETH because we said, look, Bitcoin was too big. it's already made all the returns, and you wanted to go for the next best Bitcoin, right? And so we went for ETH. And then the thing is, we went from ETH to Sol because we said, look, ETH not going to give us the thing. And so we found Sol. And then we went from Sol to Sui because we kind of said, look, Sol's is getting too big. It's the same thing with meme coins. People are going to come in and they're going to try and emulate our success. And how they're going to do it is they're going to try and apply the same investment principles. You made it with meme coins, they're going to want to do it with meme coins too. And the reality is that in this bull market, the place where people have made the most money and the place where people continue to make the most money is on meme coins. Now, you can love it or hate it. You can deny it as much as you want. It is what it is. I know that a lot of you are saying, okay, but meme coins don't have utility. And to this end, what we can say is that the utility of meme coins is the fact that meme coins are a casino. When you go to a casino and you sit down at the table and you've got chips in your hand, right? The use case of those chips is to be chips at the table at the casino. That's all it is. So meme coins are either the table at the casino or the chips at the table at the casino. That is their utility. They don't pretend to be something else. They don't want to be something else. They're not lying to you like some of the tech, like some of the tech tokens out there, which claim to tell you that they're going to solve this technological problem, but the reality is that the problem doesn't exist, or probably their plan will never ever fix it. And so, whereas you take a whole lot of bets on a whole lot of technologies, maybe sometimes the best bet on the technology is a technology that tells you exactly what it is, and all the technology is just chips at the roulette table or at the casino table. And so, I mean, I agree with this tweet over here, which is from Sisyphus says, meme coins are making people realize that nearly all of the tech in crypto is a smokescreen designed to sell you a token that does nothing, marked up 100x from a private round. This is why VCs don't like meme coins. It threatens their core business, which is actually selling vaporware. So I think a lot of this is to say, look, why should I buy a meme? Why should I buy a VC's leftover bags or 100x bags when I can just buy the meme coin? I can make 1,000x and I can just move on, and everybody can just be happy. And so the reality is that you must have exposure to meme coins. And if you struggle with getting exposure to meme coins, if you struggle with actually buying meme coins and you say to yourself, look, I'm never going to buy meme coins, and there are people like that say, look, I just can't have meme coins in my portfolio, then what I suggest you do is I suggest you land up buying the picks and shovels. Now, what I mean by buying the picks and shovels, we said that meme coins are all about trading and speculation on value that we created. Because remember, blockchain is about creating value, trading value, swapping value. That's really what blockchain is all about. If that is the case, then the reality is that you can buy the picks and shovels. And we've made you guys a list of picks and shovels over here. So like you could buy the DEXs, which is Uniswap. In fact, let me just refresh this because I think that there's a slightly updated list of this. So you can buy the layer 1 blockchains where the majority of the meme coins are actually trading. You can buy Sui, you can buy Solana. By the way, I saw something on Sui today. I saw that Aptos has half the market cap of Sui, which means that there could be another catch-up trade. Even though I think Sui right now is doing better things, I think that there might be a catch-up trade because that's what the market does. So you can buy the layer 1 blockchains, Sui, Solana. You can buy all the DEXs. You can buy Uniswap. You can buy Jupiter. You can buy Radium. You can buy Cetus. You can buy Aerodrome because that's where people are actually going to be trading the memes. You can buy Banana Gun. You can buy DEX Tools. By the way, if you're looking for an alternative to DEX Tools, there's one called DYOR, Do Your Own Research. And it really does give you a lot of information regarding meme coins and small coins on Sol. There's a link below if you want to try and use it. Just go and have a look at it. So sorry, where was I? So you can be buying all these infrastructure plays, right? You can be buying all these infrastructure plays. And we've made this list for you. And Josh, if you could just put this link to the list over there in the description so that people can actually get this watch list. But if you actually want to buy meme coins themselves, which is actually what I'm going to do, is I'm going to buy meme coins myself. Then let me show you how to select a meme coin. Let's actually dig deep and decide how to select the meme coin. By the end of it, I'm going to give you a full spreadsheet of a lot of meme coins. But let's actually dig like really deep and decide how do we actually decide which meme coins to buy and which meme coins are not to buy. Like, how do we choose the real cult memes versus the scam coins, the dog coins, the cabal launchers, and everything else? How do we find the real memes, the ones that are going to $1 billion and $2 billion and $3 billion valuation? So I put together a little bit of a framework for us. I think it all comes down to one word, and I think the word is around the word cult, because ultimately that is what meme coins are all about. It's about creating a cult. And again, I took a little voice clip from Murad from one of his other interviews, but I love this because I think that this is how we all are about Solana. This is how we all are about Bitcoin. This is how we all are about all the coins that have made it out here. So
look, like when you have something that's small but already culty, those people, like it's already their identity and their day-to-day activity to such a large extent that they can't even fathom selling it, because they would literally be like shedding a part of their heart, right? And so you need to, like, if they've already 100x'd, they're going to keep holding until the 1000x, you know what I mean? And that's what causes these like extreme outperformers, because the supply is solved. Now you only have to solve for demand. And you have
so you want to create this cult of like, if you're selling it, you're selling a part of yourself. Now, I don't know about you, but if I ever sell a Bitcoin, I feel like I'm selling a part of my soul. If I ever sell any of my Solana or any of my Sui, I feel like I'm selling one of my cousins or one of my uncles or one of my aunts. That's how I feel when I'm selling those kind of tokens. Now, you want to create that cult. So that word cult is I think the strong word here, because a cult is where the people inside your community believe so much that they are the ones that actually go out and do the work. And I think probably the biggest cult in the world right now, in the positive sense of the word, is the Bitcoin cult. And so we've got to look to Bitcoin for best practice here. Because if we can emulate Bitcoin, or if we can emulate Solana, then we can actually build a cult-like community. So what are the steps to building this cult? And it's the same, believe it or not, it's the same for Bitcoin as it is for meme coins, right? The way to build a cult is the same for Bitcoin as it is for meme coins. So what are the formulas, or what needs to happen for you to build a cult? The first thing is that you need a concept around which people can rally. In Bitcoin's case, the concept was a digital store of value that needed no third party and couldn't be banned by the government and couldn't be seized by the government, and gave people control over their own money. That was the concept under which we all came together and we rallied. But that wasn't enough for us. That's not the only thing that you need. So if you want to create a cult, the first thing that you need is you need to create a concept that can create a cult. So you got to say, like, is this concept strong enough to actually build a cult-like following? Now, I think one of the recent tokens that has done that very, very successfully is Smoking Chicken Fish. And I mean, I don't know if you've seen this. The sacred scroll of the smoking chicken fish. It's a cult. It's a religion. They've got the chicken commandments. Thou shalt not hodl. Thou shalt hodl, so he is richer than thou sold. Do not covet another man's meme. Thou shalt not work. Thou shalt work for your bags. And so what you can see is they've actually even built it like a cult. So the first thing is find a concept that can be a cult-like concept. Okay, that's the first thing. Then it's not enough that you just find a concept that can become a cult-like concept. The next part for me is the most important thing in a cult. And that is something that is pretty obvious when you look at the Bitcoin chart. So I'm going to call up a Bitcoin chart, and you'll see immediately what the obvious thing is about this chart. The obvious thing about this chart is that it started very, very low. It went up, and as it went up, it made its community rich. Because I don't think we'll ever see a cult about a token that started high and went low. I think that is the one way to not have a cult, is to get people and to make people angry about the fact that they've lost money. If you want to build a cult and you want people to build their identity around a token, the token has to do something for them. And the something that the token has to do for them is to make them rich. Make poor people rich. Make middle-class people rich. Make people rich, and thou shalt build a cult. Simple. And so the next thing that you want to look at in the chart of a token is you want to look at the fact that it is a parabola going up like that. And so again, I'm going to use smoking chicken fish. Look at where the chart started and look at the shape of the chart. It's a parabola that started low. And the other concept in this, the other thing in this chart is the fact that there have been multiple 90% drops to try and shake out the cult and to test the cult. Okay? And as you can see, the holders just get better and better and more and more. And it's the same as Bitcoin. Like you look at Bitcoin, you say, how many times did we have 90% plus corrections? But there are some of us, the idiots, that stayed around, the cult that stayed around. And the more we stayed around, the stronger the hands got. That's the saying of diamond hands. And so one of the things that you want to look for before entering a token is you want to look at has it made people rich? Now, how do you know whether or not it's made people rich? Just look at the shape of the chart. And what you will find is that charts that start low, they must start low. I want to show you one that didn't start low, and I want to show you what happened to it, and I knew it would happen to it. Mudang. Okay? Look at, where is it here? Okay. This one, bad example, but it started high and it started to come down. And that was the cabal basically pushing up the token. You want tokens that start low and go up. You don't want tokens that start high and come down, because then they don't have people that actually love the token. So that's the second point. Has it made rich? Has it made the community rich? Third thing is, has it survived multiple dumps? And when I say multiple dumps, 90% plus dumps, because you want to test the holder base. Let's look at this one. Let's look at one that we know very well, Baked. Okay, so has this why? Okay, so Baked. Why? What's happening here with Baked? Went down multiple 90% shakeouts, and now we're starting to go back up on the parabola. So do we have a strong concept here? Yes. People are getting baked, something that people can rally around. Yes. Have we had multiple 90% shakeouts? Yes. Did we start relatively low? Yes. Are we starting to go up? Yes. That is how you select your community, right? Then what you want to look at is you want to look at the holder distribution. And when I say you want to look at the holder distribution, do you have a lot of holders? Now, that information is usually available on BirdsEye or on Dex Screener or wherever you are. So like you can see here, there's 16,879 holders on Baked. Let's look at just some examples. Smoking Chicken Fish, and as an example, has 15,930 holders. I mean, just gives you an idea. The more holders, the better, but you're not only looking for the number of holders. You also want to take the total market cap divided by the number of holders. Okay, now the reason why you want to take the total market cap divided by the number of holders is because you can see whether the community is holding a lot or holding a little. Now, the last thing that you want is you don't want to be holding tokens that have lots of insiders. Because if there are lots of insiders, if more than 10% of the supply is held by insiders, they're going to dump on you at some point. That's what you call a celebrity or a cabal coin. And in this new wave of coins, you don't want to be holding any celebrity or cabal coins. That's like now the biggest no-no. You want organic cult-like communities, right? So that's the framework. Can the concept actually create a cult? Has the coin actually made people rich? Has the chart done that? Has it survived multiple dumps? What is the holder distribution? What is the strength of the community? And of course, is it a cabal coin? So that is how we select our coins. And we're going to look through a spreadsheet in a second. But before we look in a spreadsheet, I also want to show you how I land up investing in meme coins. Because investing in meme coins is quite similar to investing in VC, but it's a lot more complicated. So the thing with investing in meme coins is that there are about 100,000 meme coins 10,000 meme coins that launch every single day. Most of them land up going to zero, right? Most, and they go to zero pretty quickly. But one or two of them will go from a $10,000 market cap to $1 billion or $2 billion market cap, or they'll become the next Doge. And if that happens, then you're going to land up making 5,000 times your money or 10,000 times your money. And so the way to invest in meme coins in terms of capital allocation is something like this. I wrote it down as something like this. Number one, take lots of small bets. So if you've got $10,000 or $1,000 to invest in memes, put $20 in 50 memes. That's pretty much how I play it. Tiny, 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 tiny bets. at very low market cap. So let's actually write here. Lots of small bets, and let's just write here at low market caps. If you take a $10,000 bet, a $10 bet on PopCat today, which is over $1 billion market cap, you ain't going to make life-changing money. You might as well put your money into Solana. So take lots of small bets at low market caps on coins that actually meet our criteria. Okay, then have profit-taking rules. Now, when I say have profit-taking rules, with memes, it's super important. Like, for example, you say, if I 5x, I'm going to take my investment back. If I 10x, I'm going to take 3 times my investment back. Whatever your rules are. And the reason why you keep doing that is so that you can keep having money to invest in more and more and more meme coins. So let's say you invest in a meme coin. It does a 5x. You take your initial money out. It does another 5x. You take 2 times more your money out. Now you've got 3 more bullets to fire at 3 more meme coins from that one meme coin, right? So if you lose your investment in one. If you gain, you're getting ammo to invest in 3 other meme coins. And then the most important thing around investing in meme coins, ride or die. Now, what I mean by ride or die, meme coins are the kind of things that you don't cut your losses. Because if that were the case, do you know how many times I would have cut my losses on Brett when I got in at a tiny market cap? I think I got into Brett at like a $30 million market cap or something like that. And if I look at Brett today, Brett's trading at $1 billion market cap, and it's even been as close to $2 billion in market cap, right? Now, the thing with meme coins is you never know which one is going to get to $1 billion or $2 billion. And that's why my attitude around meme coins is to ride or die. I'm going to put small bets, lots of small bets. I'm going to take some profit along the way. And then they're either going to go to 0 or they're going to go to Valhalla. Now, along the way, I lost all my money on Elizabeth Horan. I lost all my money on Gary Gensler's token. I lost so many of the small bets. But the one big bet that I made on Brett gave me like 100x or whatever the number was. It was like a crazy number that I made on Brett. And it's all worth it. And so that's why with meme coins, you've got to really sit there and go, it's ride or die, ride or die, ride or die. And hopefully if you take 100 bets, maybe 2 of them will do 1000x, and then you'll lose the other 98. And that is how you'll end up making money. So that's the framework, guys. Let's just quickly go through it again. It's been quite a masterclass. 1, you're looking for cults. Can the concept be a cult? Has the coin made people rich? Has it survived dumps? What's the holder distribution look like? How strong is the community? And is the cabal or are there influences in it? And if there are, get the hell out. If you want to invest in memes, lots and lots and lots of small bets. You take your profit all the time and you just ride or die. You put your money in memes and you say, this is either going to go to 0 or it's going to become a multi-billion-dollar meme coin. And if it does become a multi-billion-dollar meme coin, then you can start taking money. Then you can start taking some of your profits. All right, now with all that in mind, I promised you guys a list, and I've got a list for you. And I think the whole show is not really about the list. I think the idea behind the show was to teach you guys how to actually, let me make this list a bit smaller so we can all see it, how to actually do all the work. And I will drop the list in the chat below. But what we did was we gave you guys a full portfolio. And the portfolio's got our best selections, starting at $1 billion market cap, which is PopCat. I mean, PopCat's done absolutely amazing. Going down to Mog, Giga, Mickey, Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic Inu, then Smoking Chicken Fish, then Mother, which is not technically a meme coin. It's much more of a celeb coin. Billy, and you can see they're going down in market cap all the way down to, we've actually thrown some coins here with a 200 grand market cap, and 𝗙𝗎𝗎, 629,000 market cap, and so on. Now we'll drop this list in the link below, in the description below for you guys to actually have a look at. Also, if you are trading meme coins, I mean, I just want to give you some of the things that are happening in fund runners. They did a 30x yesterday. They went from 300K to 9 million in one evening in one of the calls. Then they did, I think, a 4x, and then they did another 5. This one was big. This one was big. It was, yeah. So this was just yesterday's performance. If you want to join front runners, if you are trading memes, we've got a whole meme section in front runners. Just click on this link over here. You'll get accepted very, very soon when we open up the things. And again, just try it for a month. If you're unhappy after a month, you're welcome to leave. But if you leave, you won't be allowed back. Oh man, okay, that's quite hectic. That's quite harsh, guys. Yeah, but do it because there are a lot of meme coins there. And the idea behind Fund Runners is join it. If you're not making more money than you're spending, then leave. But I think there's a lot going on when it comes to memes, and you need to be on the inside. And I think that we've got 2 or 3 people in the Fund Runners that are very, very, very much on the inside. Anyway, listen, I hope I've given you some food for thought in terms of memes. Sorry about the sound issues in the beginning. Remember, if you haven't already joined our ByBit World Series of Trading competition, join, because we're starting to trade in like 2 days. So join. Let's just see how many people. There were 404. Now let's see how many joined during the show. How many of you DJs actually joined? 411. Good. 7 of you joined. Let's carry on. Otherwise, I will see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, trade well, my friends. Josh, that's the part where you press the button. Just you know what happens there, right? Okay, press the button. Thanks, bye. Well done.